Now to a big development in the case of the former Clark County Sheriff Jamie Noel. Less than a week after his estranged wife Misty was sentenced to 18 months in prison, the judge is now considering throwing out her plea deal for comments she made to a Louisville TV station. Focus reporter Travis Breeze is here now with more on how all this happened. Travis?
Well, Doug, just a few minutes after court got out last Thursday, another Louisville TV station released a sit-down interview with Misty Noel. The judge said that her comments in that interview professed to maintain her innocence, and so he can't accept her guilty plea.
You admitted to this court that your violation of the laws of the state of Indiana in this democratic nation was knowingly and intentionally.
Judge Larry Medlock reminded Misty Noel last Thursday the conditions of what it means to plead guilty.
Do you still wish to plead guilty and ask that I accept it?
Yes, Your Honor.
When it was her time to speak, Misty said she was sorry, but also there was a level of ignorance to what her husband was doing.
I have a great amount of remorse for my ignorance that not only led me to here, but led my children here as well.
Misty was taken away in handcuffs. Then, minutes after court adjourned, another Louisville TV station published an hour-long sit-down interview with her. The judge watched that over the weekend and felt she told the world she did not knowingly and intentionally commit the crime of theft. He also wrote, "This court cannot find an individual guilty if they profess to maintain their innocence." Medlock wants to schedule a hearing to discuss contempt of court and potentially set this case for trial. Misty's attorney, Bart McMahon, was not available for comment before news time. The argument of how much other family members knew of Jamie Noel's theft scheme also came up in Casey Noel's trial. Her attorney, Sonny Bush Sawtell, was planning to call a child manipulation expert to the stand in trial before her client agreed to a plea deal in January. This is how she explained the change in arguments in January.
It's quite common for a defense attorney to look at a case and speak with a client and say, I see these defenses, and those may be very viable defenses. And it's common to use those in negotiations to reach a plea.
Less than 1 week after the prosecutor said the Noel book was closed, Judge Medlock has taken it back off the shelf. Last week, several Louisville TV stations were offered interviews with Mrs. Noel. Another reporter at our station was offered that interview at first, but she couldn't do it due to a prior commitment. When I asked if I could schedule the interview, it was taken off the table for WHAS TV. In the studio, Travis Breeze, WHAS 11 on your side.